hello everyone. Welcome to this session about disaster mitigation. I am Dr. Winati Janti Utama from the University of Lampung. And now we are going to explore how mitigation effort can reduce disaster risk and save lives. This knowledge is crucial, especially for you, and you are prepared to engage with community through the International Student Community Engagement Service Program. Okay. The first we can see there are definition of the disaster. A disaster is more than just an event. It is a serious disruption that impact communities, causing human, economic, material, and environmental losses. When there's losses exist, the community's ability to cope with their own resource, it's become a disaster. Okay, next. The definition of disaster mitigation. Disaster mitigation means the continuous effort made to reduce and prevent the impact of disaster. This includes planning, engineering solution, public education, and developing laws or regulation to protect communities. And the objective of mitigation is to are clear to reduce causalities, minimize economic losses, lower vulnerability, protect the environment, and strengthen community resiliences. And our goals is not only to survive disaster, but to prevent their worst impact. Okay. And there are type of disaster. Disaster are classified into natural disaster like flood, landslide, drought, earthquake, and for the non-natural disaster like industrial accidents and social disaster such as terrorism or conflict or war, and each type requires different mitigation approach. Okay. Next slide, we can see there are characteristics of natural disaster. So, natural disaster often come unpredictability or in sudden moment, and they have both primary and secondary impact, such as aftershock or disaster outbreak can flowing by floods. And the damage to life, such as property and also environment can and also the verified magnitude, frequency, and duration. And the scale and duration vary greatly, and making preparedness essential for the mitigation of disaster. Okay, and this next slide is disaster management cycle that we can see in this slide. There are mitigation, preparedness, response, and also recovery. So disaster management follows a continuous cycles from the mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery. And today we focus on the first phase. This is mitigation because it can reduce the burn on all of the other phase from the mitigation of disaster cycle. In this slide, we can see the structural mitigation measures. That structural mitigation include physical improvement like earthquake resistant building and also flood lifts and drainage system and also tracing. And this solution aim to reduce physical vulnerability to hazard of the disaster. Next slide, we can see non-structural mitigation measures. That non-structural mitigation measures are just as important from the structural mitigation. Yeah, there are include land use regulation, early warning system, public awareness campaign, and standard operational procedure that guide how to respond before disaster strike the communities. Next slide, we can see there are a technology that can be used for the mitigation disaster, like uh, ArcGIS and hazard mapping that help the hazard mapping from the area. And with this, planner can guide severe development and also prepare evacuation route and also allocate source more effectively. And this is critical tools to for disaster risk reduction. Okay, next slide. We can see the earthquake mitigation. For earthquake mitigation, the mitigation is include the enforcing building codes that require seismic resistant design and also retrofitting older structure, running public drill, and developing reliable early warning system. Okay, next slide is about flood mitigation. Flood mitigation focus on improving drainage, creating retention basins, and also dredging river, and constructing embankment, and promoting the use of bioforce to help water absorption. And the community can evacuating plan are also vital. Okay, next is about the landslide mitigation. Landslide can be driven by stabilizing slope, building retaining wall, planting trees, and monitoring rainfall. And in extreme case, relocation of community from high-risk area is necessary for the landslide mitigation. Okay. Next, about the tsunami mitigation. As we know that Indonesia have occurred by tsunami in Aceh province, that tsunami mitigation includes installing offshore sensor, establish clearly marked evacuation route, setting up stream and building tsunami shelter to save life during the emergency of the tsunami strike. Next slide is about community-based early warning system. That we have to know that early warning system is most effective when community are involved to this system. So the local monitoring combined with traditional knowledge and modern technology is like sirens and or watchtower can make a huge differences for the traditional technology. Next is step in mitigation planning. We can see in this slide there are risk identification, vulnerability assessment, capacity assessment, strategy development, and monitoring and evaluation. So the mitigation planning involves several steps. Yeah, and the step is essential for effectively disaster risk reduction. Next slide is about the intuition and legal framework for the mitigation. In Indonesia, disaster mitigation is supported by legal framework such as Law number 24 in 200, 200 that the institution like BNPB, or we can call the that rescue team, collaborate with NGO and private sector to strengthen disaster risk reduction effort. Okay, the next slide is about stakeholder roles. The mitigation not just the government jobs, so it's not about policy and funding. The government set about the policy and provide the funding, but not to mitigate all the process. We have to empower community like NGO, and we have the private sector contribute through the investment and also like CSR from the factory or for the company, and the community itself plays a key role in local preparedness of the mitigation. So the all community have to join to this role of the mitigation. Okay. And what is the challenges in mitigation? The challenges of mitigation is despite to the effort of challenge remain and also, such as limitation resource, lack of public awareness, technology limitation, weak of law enforcement, and the growing impact of the climate change that are overcoming their challenge require collaboration and innovation to challenge in mitigation. Okay. Next slide, we can see there are technology innovation. We have to know that technology is transforming mitigation. Yeah, such as drone can help with hazard mapping, and also the Internet of Things sensor provide real-time monitoring. Artificial intelligence can predict risk, and mobile application deliver quick alert to communities when the disaster is strike the community. And we have to know that there are legal framework in Indonesia. Yeah, we can see there are three framework that conclude about the disaster management in law. Okay, next. Yeah, okay. So the best practice for the mitigation disaster is about to combine engineering solution with community participation. And as a successful example include early warning system and also disaster education in school and partnership between government, NGO, and the private sector. Okay, next. So the summarize and key takeaway for this session is that mitigation save life and protect asset for the community, and it must be integrated into development, involvement, multi-sector collaboration, and it is a proactive investment that is far more cost effective than disaster response and recovery. And as you prepare for your community services, remember that you are not just a student, you are a agent of change. That this is your chance to bring knowledge into action. Use what you're learning today to design community programs that are not only impactful but also sustainable. And we can see that look to all the communities you will serve in your location from the program, and you have to see that do they have a flood problem or landslide risk or poor waste management leading to health hazard, that you can create a program to mitigation of the disaster. Next slide. Okay, okay. I will give you a take-home message for this session. Yeah, so you can create a program for your community-based disaster education, or you can developing simple early warning system, or you can tree planning for landslide and flood mitigation, or you can building or strengthening evacuating routes and promoting household to preparedness of the mitigation of disaster. And no effort too small when it's come to saving lives and building resiliences of disaster. And the take-home message from me that disaster mitigation is everyone's responsibility. So it's not only a responsibility for the government, but of every individual in this country or in this world. And as future professional and global citizen, you have a power to make a difference. So use this program as a platform to be part of the solution. Be the voice, be the hand, and be the heart that leads communities to safely preparedness and resilience the disaster strike. And remember that the most powerful tools is not technology. It is the empower and educate community. So I hope this session can inspires you to design meaningful, relevant, and impactful program during your program. And together we can help community become stronger, safer, and more prepared for whatever challenges and may comes or whatever disaster may come. And thank you for your attention. I wish you all success in your journey and in your program as agent of change. Okay, thank you.